Ever felt like no matter what you do, you're misunderstood? Like you're constantly judged based on a tiny snippet of your life? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into Mika Lim's powerful message about online hate, the pressure of being in the public eye, and the importance of choosing kindness. Mika recently spoke out about the accusations against her friend, Rajo Serrano, of being a clout chaser. This wasn't just about defending a friend. It was about addressing the larger issue of online negativity and the unfair judgments people face online. It's a story that resonates with anyone who's ever felt the sting of online hate. Beanie member Mika has been friends with Rajo and Ashley since their time together on the His Into Her series. Their friendship as a trio blossomed during that time. Rajo is also a huge fan of the Micaiah ship within Beanie, so many genuine fans are confused about the hate directed towards Mika's friend. Mika bravely shared her own struggles with the pressure of constantly being on. She admitted to the difficulty of balancing her desire for more online presence with the reality that social media only shows a tiny fraction of her life. It's a relatable struggle for many, even those outside the spotlight. We often feel the pressure to portray a perfect version of ourselves online, hiding the messy, real parts of our lives. She talked about the pain of seeing her friends unfairly targeted, emphasizing the importance of choosing her support system carefully. This highlights the power of genuine connections and the importance of surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, not tear you down. Mika's message goes beyond defending her friends. It's a powerful reminder about the cycle of negativity. She acknowledges that hurt people often hurt others, but she also highlights the importance of choosing kindness, even when you're hurting. It's a message of hope and resilience, a reminder that we all have the power to choose empathy and understanding. We all love our favorite Beanie, right? But how do we show that love without crossing lines? It's all about healthy boundaries, a win-win for both fans and artists. Think of it like this: artists are people with lives and feelings, just like us. Respecting their privacy and personal space isn't about being unfriendly, it's about showing genuine care. It means celebrating their work while respecting their boundaries. Mika's message is a powerful call to action. Let's be mindful of our words online and treat each other with respect. Sulfur monoxide, what resonated with you most? Share your thoughts below. Like and subscribe for more videos about building a better online community. Let's make a difference together.
Advice sa losing hope na, not about love. Okay? Losing hope. Ilang beses ko na yung experience. And I'm still here, di ba? So, living proof of someone who also who also feels like wala na siyang pag-asa. So, I think what you do with that is still just do your best. And still, don't let the negativity take you down. I know it's so easy to say, and it's so difficult to do. I swear, guys, ilang beses na ako na ng negativity. Pero, I just brush it off. You know, just brush it off. I know people are gonna think, kinikim-kim yung sakit. No, it's like, I don't know, it just works for me. It's just like, okay, good listener ka daw. Yeah, I'm a good listener. I mean, laging nagsasalita si mama, tapos gagano lang, ma, ma. Ma, wait, let me explain. Nung grade 9 ako, when I was grade 9, one of my friends, like, kwento lang to sa akin ng friend ko currently, nung nakita nila ako sa classroom as a new student. Ade, sabi ng girl na yun daw, "Oh my God, the new student's so pretty. Let's not talk to her." Hindi ko alam kung matutuwa ba ako or ano. Tapos, parang may nangyari sa group of friends namin. they were like using code names, and then I'd ask like, huh, who's this, who's that? Tapos sabi niya, oh no, it's just an inside joke, as in like right in front of me they're talking about that. And then I find out na they're talking about me. It's a code name. And in my head, like, uso pala yung code names ngayon. Yung parang ganon. Tapos, so, kinausap ko sila. So, kinausap ko yung friend ko. Sabi ko, yung friend group na yun. Sabi ko lang na ano, so why are you guys talking about me? Parang, why can't you just say it to my face? Like, without the code name. Parang ganon. Tapos sabi niya, how did you know? And then I was like, I'm not gonna snitch on the person who told me. You know? And is that what's important? What's important, you know? Like, how did I know? That's what's important, not what you did. Anyways, we're friends na. And so hindi ko na sila kinausap. Like, hindi ko sila kinausap nung day na yun. Kasi like, I don't need you. Like, kasi dati, honestly, may fear ako na mag-isa ako. I had the fear of like being alone. Pero, parang dun ko na, like, I learned na, dang, I love being alone. Right? Yeah, and then, so, parang kumain, like, nag-library na lang ako instead of kumain kasi ayoko kumain na mag-isa, ganun. So, parang, tawag dito, after school, like, they went to me and was like, Mika, sorry, ganun, nag-sorry sila. Then I was like, oh, it's okay, just don't do it again. Sabi kong ganun. And tapos nag-hug na kami. Adi, okay, slay, friends. And I'm still currently, like, there's still one girl from that group na parang I still have connection. Like, we're still talking sometimes, you know, like, time to time. And then, alam niyo, 1 year lang yun. Tapos ang daming nangyaring groups na naghiwalay, nagkawatak-watak. Tapos, alam mo, hello? Hi today? Ang daming tea. Although nag-enjoy naman, di ako nag-enjoy pala. Sorry. Hindi ako naniniwala dyan sa sorry minsan dahil they said sorry to me but they did it again to me. Honestly, yeah, that's true. Minsan talaga hindi totoo yung sorry nila. And kahit ako, kahit feeling ko hindi naman totoo or sincere sorry nila, I feel like, walang point pag magtatanim ako ng sama ng loob sa kanila. Kung, ano mo yun? Like, yeah, like, I don't, walang point kasi. So parang, if I just say, I forgive you, edi okay na lahat. Peace. Peaceful. Yung ganon. Kasi if I don't forgive them in that situation, edi, ewan ko. What's my reason for to not forgive them, diba? Yeah, anyways. Forgive but never forget, tama. My dad said forgive and forget. Kasi, minsan kasi, ako yung type na parang, pag nag-start na ako mag-rant, tuloy-tuloy na siya, yung ganun. Like, minsan nag-rant lang ako, pero I actually don't say it. Like, I rant it out loud, but then in that situation, hindi ko siya sinasabi. Parang iniisip ko lang siya. So that doesn't mean I actually do it, you know? Gets yun ba? Gets yun ba? And then my dad said, hayaan mo na, Mix. Sabi ko, oo nga, hinahayaan ko nga. Sinasabi ko lang, nag-rant lang ako. Sabi niya, forgive and forget na. Sabi ko, I know, I will forgive but not forget. Sabi yung ganun. Sabi ko yun kasi if I forget, then it goes against my values. Because, wala. Kasi lang. Kalimutan ko na yung explanation ko nun eh. No, I feel like yung forgive and forget, it's it can be applied in certain situations, but I still stand by forgive and never forget. Because when you forgive, hindi ka nagtatanim ng kahit anong sama ng loob as long as you forgave already. So why do you need to forget? Because you need to remember and be careful about that person or whatever that happens next time. Am I right? Dami na natin pinag-usapan. Ano ba yung hanggang 10:30 lang dapat ako?